fucking gin.
She's gone.
It's gonna be a lovely day. Lovely day. Lovely day. Lovely day.
I saw.
No, I told
You guys are live.
time.
Thank you for turning down the video.
Are we live?
Yes, y'all live.
So you starting off live with me? Rolling my eyes.
I started off with y'all.
Wow. She did that.
So we got a motherfucker.
Happy Independence.
Woo! Happy
Welcome
Independence,
to
Bahamas.
welcome to the B Team DJs pull up, and you guys are pulling up with DJ Rude and DJ Kozmo.
Bring something to eat when you come in.
All right. So we're just gonna start it off a little friendly, get a conversation going, let people know who you are.
How do you hear me if you ain't got the bells out?
You good?
Or we be straight?
Yes,
You
you're
sure?
straight. Yes.
Because I don't
have to worry about that.
feel important, do you?
Why are you rubbing your chest? You think he's sexy? You think he's sexy? You know this little.
So first and foremost, Kozmo, as the leader of the B Team DJs, tell us how the B Team DJs came to pass.
She just gone full throttle to get out there.
Came to pass or came to be?
Came to be.
I think you hit the came to pass. I don't know what.
Yeah, I'm trying to throw us away.
I mean, how did it come to? How did it come to be?
I just I don't understand. Just making sure. Anyway. Okay. So it all started at the Cast concert, you know.
Where's the link?
Huh?
You have a link? Like a link I can share?
Yeah, B Team DJs online.
You interrupted me. We live.
Sorry,
People trying to hear what I got to say.
But we just share the link too, though.
Share the link, man. You can share the link so you could actually see what's going on.
Yeah.
It's actually on the screen.
On my screen? That's not on my screen. I will send it to someone to.
I just said B Team DJs online.
You editing this?
No, it's live.
Go
So
ahead.
you just cut me off in
Go
front
ahead,
of
bro.
thousands of people.
Go ahead.
She just got thousands of Also, so watching this,
Send me the link, but directly.
they could hear you.
Oh.
Why are you whispering?
I mean, sorry.
I swear, boy.
I'm not used to this.
Any water? We need some water because this
gin.
we can't. Yeah,
My goodness.
that gin waking. So I answer this one question yet because you keep cutting me off.
Go ahead,
That
bro.
gin waking.
Ah.
Why you letting the people know you drinking up? Come on. Anyway, so at the Cass concert, right? Cass, K-E-S, right? Right, that down. Right, Cass concert. So,
Talk.
I don't take things serious.
Why do you feel like I had schooling? It's so good. It's not me.
So, Cass concert. Let's mainly leave that yet. So, what happened at the Cass concert?
Which one was that?
The Cass concert was there in the square. Yeah.
Oh, I was there.
Yeah, I was too.
Yeah.
You know.
Hence the reason why B Team DJs started.
So what happened was we weren't scheduled to play at this said concert, but we were scheduled for everything else, right? And certain things wouldn't have happened had we not been there, because I don't understand how I was playing security for guests. But that's here, and that's neither here nor there, you know.
Yeah, and I was in the back room with sound.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Yeah, you got hired for sound engineering.
I was.
Okay,
Out of my shirt and everything.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I did not. I wasn't security. I did not get paid to be a security. But I was casting security for that hour and a half, 2 hours until the actual security actually arrived. So I say that to say all the little odd and end jobs that we had at these events led us to come up with the B team. Because, you know, the A team don't show up when they're supposed to show up.
Always.
You know,
Do they still exist?
they always, I know, but they're always late. I know that for sure. So, you know, we there to fill in to make sure the events go the way they're supposed to go until the A team arrive.
So I guess that's the whole point of B
Yeah, B team, B team. Back up.
Understandable.
Basically, that's where
The
So that's
concept
how it-
came from.
Okay. Now, as you started to go forth with this whole concept, what made you decide to turn this into, a whole thing? Because, that's great to say, oh, we're the B team, but how did you decide to like really turn it into a brand?
So,
He's
That's
a
our
hater.
defense force.
Just
I'm sorry.
as a wake up.
yeah. Okay. Okay. So, first, we are all DJs. That's number one. But we haven't had the individual success that we should actually have because we're all talented. We how do I put this? Basically, all of us can play in any of the different settings that DJ should be able to play in. I don't know why you're doing that, but but we're not necessarily recognized for that. So monetizing it in a sense that, or how did I forgot the question.
And I'm the one drinking. Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was like, how did I come up with the concept to monetize? It was easy because we are all DJs, that's one, and we all want to be on that bigger stage. We always
Where you go?
try.
I ain't interrupting you.
We're
You
always
know
trying.
this.
Thank you. So people see me, they want to see me. They have me, Otis.
That's
So-
what I'm saying.
Yeah, we're all we all wanted to be, or we all desire to be on a bigger stage. So it was easy to do it. It wasn't that hard. Rude,
Yes.
Rudino.
Yes.
Get back in the shot though. All right, so as a DJ, right? What piqued your interest? Like, what made you want to be a DJ?
Crowd control.
I don't know if that was your question.
Yes, it was. No one talking to you yet. So crowd control. Basically, the DJ controls the entire night. Based on what he plays, how he plays it, how she plays it, the DJ literally is in full control. A party isn't a party without one. You want to answer it? You could answer it now. I didn't finish.
Oh man, so rude. Well,
He's not rude for no reason.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
I guess it was my interest in music. I've always loved music, and one day this guy saying that he was looking for someone who loves music, who loves to make people happy, and
So you got on a Craigslist request?
no, it was a Facebook request actually, not
Like, I got on
Craigslist.
You
Craigslist.
became a DJ by your
It was
what?
because it piqued my interest. Like, that's something pretty interesting. I've never actually thought about doing that, but I love music, and I love all sorts of music. So I did that, and then this happened.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
It just happened.
It just happened 5-6 years later, but it happened. It happened.
So who are
Success
some
ain't
of the
overnight.
DJs that kind of inspire you? Because I know when you're talking about DJs and music, there are always people that you kind of craft yourself behind. Like, are there certain artists or DJs that you look at and you say, I like that, like DJ Khaled, Bless.
Another one.
Swim in water that
You
look
gotta
like
say it
it's
properly.
serene.
DJ Khaled. Couldn't see it properly.
You could answer that first.
Well, I'll have to say Jazzy Jeff, DJ Puffy. I really like a lot of different types of music. So you have a lot of EDM DJs that I pay attention to, that I watch, and it kind of gives me a mix of everything that's going on in the world. So I don't just have one; I have a few. Khaled, that's maybe his guy, but I've actually never seen the guy DJ,
No.
so I don't know.
I saw a clip before. But
I gotta Google it. I don't think I've ever seen him
I've seen a
actually
clip.
DJ.
he actually could have spent. I think he was a radio DJ too.
What?
I actually
Yeah.
have video footage of Khaled DJing
I
locally
never.
here in the Bahamas during Bahamas Junction Carnival 2018, which made no sense. But anyway,
You
and
know, Shaq is a DJ too, though.
Yeah.
yeah, he is. Shaq is a DJ.
And Shaq can handle himself just a little. You know, he got a little something going
But
on.
remember, Shaq was a rapper at one point too.
Yeah.
He's
With
done a
Future
lot of
Kids.
things.
He's done everything. He's like, I want to be a ball player, do ball and play. What he did, I think he did baseball. Is he the one that did all of those things? Was Shaq
I don't think Shaq
or
did
Jordan?
baseball. Jordan did baseball.
Jordan did baseball.
Yeah. Shaq is a sheriff. He is a
Yeah.
rapper. What else? DJ. I think that was it. Yeah, I think that was it. I'm not too sure, but for me, it would have to be a lot more of the local DJs. Like coming up, I used to hear a lot about DJ Fines. I used to hear more about who else? A lot of the Playhouse team. Like a lot of the Playhouse team.
Just trying to stun on me because I didn't mention any of our local people. But
No,
it's all
no,
good.
for me, I come from the island, so
Oh yeah.
I could only, I only,
No, you only had like
Literally-
2 stations, so he brought
no,
just
there's
so
no
he-
radio station in Andres.
Even worse.
There's no radio station.
Wow.
So DJ
Oh, I
Payne,
see now.
Payne Powerhouse, like that's what I come up listening to. So inspiration wise, when I moved over and I actually started listening to DJs play, like actually play, it was a lot of Mosso Playhouse, Big L, AI.
How long have you been DJing? He's
Since 2014.
like, no names.
2014. Yeah, they knew names, but they've been around a while.
Like the locals
I
who
don't
I
really-
first used to hear about, it's like Dion the Butcher.
Yeah, Dion,
Ah.
I heard more about him on radio and stuff like that. But I don't know him personally.
Yeah,
But
it's my guy.
nor have I ever heard him DJ in person. I've seen these.
What?
I'm telling you.
I'm just thinking. Okay, we can let
No, it ain't.
No, he from,
No, it
he's
ain't
not
natural.
from- it's just-
When I moved here, I wasn't really going out like that.
Mhm.
I didn't have a way to get around like that. So I could only hear what I'm exposed to.
Brian, I'm trying to remember Brian's DJ name.
Killer Bee.
Killer B. My brethren still.
Yeah, but
That's the set he used to be on, you know. 94.9.
who else? Y'all ain't cultured. Swear y'all ain't cultured. Jeez, man.
Oh gosh, moving back.
How'd you do it on YouTube?
Damn it.
Oh.
3 people watching you right now.
Hi, that might be us.
I on that.
No, it's not.
But anyway, the question is you
Oh,
now.
what was the question? My bad.
Okay,
Now you want to put on a friggin' American accent? No, we ain't doing that. This Bahamian independence. Don't give me that.
so those are the local DJs that got you, inspired you to be a DJ, right?
And Baby D.
Baby D.
If
I
it
know
wasn't
you got
for
cracked
Baby,
up.
it ain't natural. If it wasn't for Baby D, I probably would have never
I
been
graduated with
or
her.
entered the
Primary
Story
school.
competition.
Really?
Baby D is the reason why I entered the Story competition the first time.
Okay. That's what's up. So Baby D inspired you to actually, or pushed you to
Yeah,
actually be the DJ that you are now.
yeah. Baby D and one of my coworkers, Giorgio. She works for One News now.
Okay.
But between the two of them,
They were the ones that encouraged you to do.
well, Baby D encouraged, Giorgio just riled. Yeah, so. Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you had the opportunity to open for anyone, DJ or artist,
That's a first.
who would it be? She about to go do some research. She's like, I don't know.
No.
maybe.
If I had to open for it,
DJ or artist?
I would say Usher. I'd like to open up for Usher.
Why would that be?
Grew up on Usher. Like I always wanted to meet him. Grew up with him. Grew up listening to his music, trying to dance like him and stuff like that. So yeah, for sure, Usher would be one of them.
Right.
I ain't gonna say Jazzy Jeff because that's always on so, but Usher.
Jazzy Jeff. So you think you could do a Jazzy Jeff pool party?
He doing a live right now at a pool party.
If I could do it,
Every Saturday at 12.
I could.
Sorry.
You sound like an infomercial for Jazzy Jeff. But anyway,
Did you get paid to say that just now? Okay.
I could play to it, yeah. But
I can't play to it too.
yeah, if he asked me to play to it, I think I could say no.
Right.
I'll be enough like the mother.
Listen to me.
You don't even gotta buy my ticket.
I'll buy that myself. Put me in the hotel. No, I ain't
Hey, come
hotel. I ain't got ticket. I know hotel money. Just saying.
And car.
No, we Uber. We Ubering.
Yeah, we
No, but I know
I ain't got
Uber.
car money either.
I like drive around. I give you the car.
Yeah, that's fine.
So what about you, Rude?
Well, I'm a little different. Like.
Believe?
We're gonna just bypass what he just said.
What?
Yeah. Personally, I love Katy Perry and Demi Lovato.
Mm-hmm.
Those would be like the two artists that I would love to open up for. You know, maybe throw a little Chris Brown and Rihanna in there just to make it look like, you know how sexy that would be for Rihanna to have a female DJ opening up for her?
Oh wow.
And then the female DJ is sexy too? Oh my gosh.
I think you
So
need to
then
get out
which
your head.
DJ
I'm just saying.
Yeah, which who's the DJ?
I'm not gonna cuss today. Not live.
Yeah, because you on camera.
Not live.
Yeah.
But that would be a.
Oh, we gotta go outside. Someone said you look like a couple. Go. I don't want to look like a couple. Let me get
I was
my
trying to
extra
figure out why he was touching me for some
He told
reason.
me to come
No,
over.
closer, but not like.
Oh,
like
well, you couldn't say that? Boy, I'm sure we don't look like no couple now. Let me get a little comfortable in a different way. Yeah. But, like, Martin Garrix and
So what you
Texto,
trying to say? I need to figure
I'm
this
answering
out.
the question.
You answering the
You
question now.
darker than me, so it ain't good week. But anyway.
So, time out. On my Independence Day, my good Saturday.
We supposed to be talking about the DJ
But
gonna
you insulting
open
my,
up for
you
though.
insulting my nice sexy color. What you talking about?
What is going
You know
on,
what?
sexy
Everything cool.
chocolate?
Everything cool. We
So
live.
it's caramel
We
in.
in the front of people right now.
I know. Just saying. But yeah, I'd open up for like, who would you open up DJ wise though? You didn't say that.
DJ wise,
I got like David Guetta, Martin Garrix, them types. That's what I want to open up for. I like that type of music.
DJ wise, I would love to open up for boy. Celebrity or local?
Anyone. Oh, do both. Oh yeah, I'll answer that one.
Celebrity.
Sue Hill.
Celebrity wise, I would say Scratch Bastard.
Ooh, you on fire.
Scratch Bastard. I would like to open up a Scratch
I
Bastard.
would not have expected to hear you say that. That's
Yeah.
interesting. Wow.
What about you? Is there a DJ that you would love to open up for?
You mean locally?
Anyway.
I mean, I called all the white people name and y'all didn't acknowledge that, so we can bypass that.
Oh, so
But-
David Guetta is one of them.
Yes, my
Definitely.
EDM guys, but like, let's say in someone who can kind of do everything. Right now, I'd probably say DJ Puffy, to be quite honest, because he has a mix of everything. He can do everything.
See-
He doesn't just stick to one genre, and I don't know. His sessions just like they hype me up.
See, in all honesty, I would love to open up for Jazzy Jeff. Like, all-time favorite. I would love to open up for Jazzy Jeff, and that's a given.
Second time he said this, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we got a little crush
Watching
here.
this.
Hmm.
But Scratch Bastard to me, like, I just like his technique.
Right.
I love his technique, and his he also has a like a well-rounded set. Like he plays from different eras and stuff like that too, and he mixes everything up. So yeah, local wise, I always like opening up for AI mainly because I learn
was
a
gonna
lot.
say that just now.
I learn a lot when I do play with him.
Dude.
So yeah,
I really was gonna say him just now too.
I like opening up for AI.
But Reg is pretty good too. Reg has a unique way of.
Red's crazy,
Blending.
especially when he play in soca.
He is
Red's
crazy.
crazy.
And those remixes, oh my gosh. Listen, Linda. Listen.
Because he's creative himself.
Yeah. He doesn't do what everybody else does.
Yeah.
Just go on the site and download
So
it
he's
and just
a
play it.
DJ/producer.
Yeah.
He's like
Reds is-
everything because he fixes laptops, phones. He does everything.
I don't know how he's doing it. I don't know how he's doing
He
it.
likes what's those things that are going to air now?
Drones?
Drones.
Oh.
Just do it.
Yeah,
because he's actually a pilot. That's why.
No, but he's a pilot as well. But he does the drone thing with
Yeah,
videos
because
and
he
all
can
type of
do-
other stuff.
He can
He-
fly.
This dude is
Boy.
doing. He legit.
I don't know how your wife
every
is
day.
making me because this boy never. He's
He's
just
doing
always doing something.
every day. This place doing every day.
Always.
So, name at least 3 festivals, carnivals, or events you'd want to play at, and why?
Tomorrowland. St. Martin Carnival and Atlanta Carnival.
And why you chose those 3?
Tomorrowland because I love house music. I love house music. So to play Tomorrowland is the biggest EDM festival in the world. What happened?
Nothing.
I don't understand. Tomorrowland is the biggest EDM festival in the world. Between
Right.
that and Ultra Music Festival, I think it is.
Yeah, Ultra.
They're two of the
Ultra's
biggest in the world.
Right.
You know, scratch that. Tomorrowland, a New York block party. Because that's the home of hip hop. And I just love rap music. Just love rap music. Come on the shot. Nobody wants to see you. And St. Martin Carnival, because when I was there, I love the vibe there. So I want to play. I would want to see or experience how that is.
Right. And what about you, Rude?
You took one of my answers,
Which
but
one? Tomorrowland.
no, Ultrafest. Ultrafest would be one. For some reason, I've always wanted to play for the Pepsi Showdown. I mean, they haven't done it in a few years, but
Right.
that used to be the ultimate where you have all kind of different DJs. I'm talking about from all around the world. You got Caribbean, you have American, European, and it's like everybody just had their different set at a different part of the stage, and it was crazy. Like I've always wanted to be in that. What's the word? Not.
Environment.
That's not really the word I
Arena?
was looking for, but yeah. You know, like the different setups playing different music and stuff like that. And then Trinity Carnival. You know where it all started. I think that's still on my list. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
That's definitely a possibility.
Yeah.
Now, name at least 3 cities and or countries you like to play and why.
But I haven't played that much, that many countries.
Where did you play after Story when you won?
St. Martin.
Oh, that's why you won't go
Okay,
back.
that's why you want to go back.
That's about it. I haven't really.
But where would you like to play? 3.
Yeah.
3 cities and or countries.
Europe for sure. EDM wise, Europe. I have to get back up on my EDM though. Miami Beach, mainly because I went to school in Daytona Beach,
You go crazy,
but
son.
I never played there,
Mm.
so I want to go back to play there. And
So you went to Bartholomew.
Bartholomew,
Yeah,
You
that
mean
one.
Bethune Cookman?
I just was gonna say what?
Yes.
I know Cookman is in
I
there.
went to
But you didn't even
Bethune.
say Cookman. You
Cookman.
said Battalion.
Yeah, right.
Hey,
Home of the Wildcats.
It's me. Did they make up a new school and I don't know about?
Hey.
Yes, I went to the home of the Wildcats.
You gotta rock it like you own it.
Yeah, but after something with the Bronx, you know all the right words to. You got that.
Where else? I'm probably Trinidad.
Right.
Definitely want to play in Trinidad. Soca capital of the world.
But I'd say Canada. Canada is now on the rise and up of being known for DJs. And they're starting to have a lot of different festivals as well from all kind of different genres. They have a lot of soca events, especially in the last 3 years. I would say them. I played in the States a few times.
A city you think that you could really turn out. Like you get there and you be like, man, I did not know Cowboys rock like this.
New Orleans.
New Orleans?
Yeah.
She from there.
Mhm.
She from
Yeah,
there.
that's
New
nice.
Orleans. Yeah. I went there before and I went what's that thing? The Strip?
Mm.
Listen. We partied till like 5 o'clock in the morning, just club hopping. And you just going in this club, this one was playing country music, the next one was playing rap, the next one was playing dancehall, the next one was reggae. And I would be that one DJ that would probably play in all of those clubs the whole night. So I'd play like a 30-minute set in each club. Like, that's the kind of thing I'd want to do. Because we have a lot of DJs now who just pretty much stuck on playing one genre. And that's how come, like, you call them and be like, hey, can you play to this event? What's the crowd? Oh, no, I can't do that. Come on, I use a DJ better.
But you
Broaden your horizons.
understood, but you have to have that mentality that you want to be global and not local. Because a lot of them legit
Be stuck
only
on this
doing
local,
it.
yeah.
They only doing it because that's what's hot now, and
Hell.
that's what people here want to hear.
Because, like, our number one thing, is rap, reggae, and dancehall. That's
If you
it.
if you notice, a lot of the DJs over here never played in a hotel setting,
Agreed.
so they don't really know that you have to play or you should be able to play certain genres of music. So, I mean, if you want to be in that particular arena,
it's such a wide spectrum. That's why it's so shocking to me sometimes, like, of the fact that you'll call on a DJ and say, hey, I have an opening for something. They'll be like, oh, I don't want that type of music. You don't want that type of music, bro? What?
people only put on their computer what they use.
Yeah, but that's like me. You could call me to play the kids' party. I could play the grown folks' party. I could play the 80s,
Trying to plug yourself.
90s. No,
Plug
I'm
yourself.
just saying.
Plug yourself, yeah.
Man,
Just
that's
saying. I can play in the hotel setting, and all of these things are things that I've done. You want to have a all flat out dancehall party? I don't like it, but I can do it.
Right.
You want to just do
Well, I
rap?
should
I
be
can
there.
do it.
I should be.
I should
He'd be the
be.
first person there. He made him in fresh. He'd be right
You
there.
guys actually led into the next question.
I was
because
gonna
the
say
next
the whole
question
concept,
is,
yeah.
you know, as a DJ, what do you want to be known for?
Playing good music.
That is what she
Literally
mean. You know what
That's
she mean.
literally it. Being able to take a party from the cruising altitude to new heights.
Right.
Basically controlling the night. That's what I want to be known for. Being able to go on at any given time of the night behind anybody and being able to hold my own and or take it to another level.
Well, I agree with you.
I've thought about this.
But I'd want to be that all around DJ where I could go from playing some, some Aerosmith to playing some Spice to playing some Paris Hammond to playing some Polo G. I just want to be that one where they don't have to question if she can actually play to this event.
So versatility.
Yeah, I want to be all around. Even if you want to have a country party, I got you. Like, that's how I want to be. It's a lot of music, though.
It is a lot of music. It's a lot of music, and it's a lot of music to keep current with. You know what I mean? Because Because being able to play the music is one thing, but being able to play the music that is currently popping
and understand why.
Exactly. That's another thing, and I think a lot of people don't think about that when they're playing sets.
Or even when they're downloading their music.
That too. Wow. I don't know. I'm not on the screen, but I'm just telling you. Like in all my life, there's only one thing that I want to be known for. This motherfucking Get Familiar.
Oh, you can curse on live.
You can curse. That's what you saying. We can curse. You can curse. Okay then.
Whoa.
Oh,
This
okay.
Get Familiar.
No.
Cheers.
And tables too. I don't see the spam. What's going on?
GGGG. Let's go.
So moving right along. All right. So
actually, we don't have YouTube now because it wasn't picking up.
As a DJ, what advice would you give up and coming DJs? You know, you guys have been doing it for a little while, and you're starting to get the recognition that you desire, starting to move into different pay brackets. What are some of the things that you would advise up and coming DJs that are just waking up today and say, I like the way Kozmo plays. I like the way Rude plays. It's so refreshing to see a female DJ. How can I get into this? It don't look like a boy.
She's so petty. Like she just had to slide that right in there.
Don't practice live. Don't practice live. That's a horrible idea.
But that's actually what a lot of people tell them to do, you know.
Practice at home and execute live.
And what do you mean practice live? Like go to a club and practice?
Don't do anything live that you haven't mastered at home.
What do you mean live?
In the front of a crowd.
Okay.
Don't do anything like a lot of I noticed like a lot of people, if they can't scratch, they'll try to do it while people are there. No, that's not the time. That's not the time that you do that.
You don't watch live, so let's be scrolling through them. Listen,
right. You practice at home and then you execute when you're live.
What's
that's
that thing when everybody's playing games on now?
Twitch.
Twitch is, my gosh. Everybody on Twitch is a DJ. You got grandmas, you got like everybody on Twitch is a DJ.
Twitch is worldwide. Twitch is a big space.
That's the concept of what I'm trying to say. Exactly what you just said is what they do on Twitch. Because everybody is basically doing it from home in their free time. And like you be sitting there and like, okay. Now sometimes they get it now. Sometimes they execute the hell out of it. But then other times it's like, you know, this isn't something that you were ready for. So don't practice it here. Take the time out. That's like, you know, I haven't been on the set for a little bit. I just was telling them just now, like I'm kind of nervous because DJing, it isn't as easy as people think it. Some people think you could just, once you have the music, you can play. That's not what it's all about. It takes time. You have to learn a bunch of different things. You have to learn genres. You have to learn what's current. You have to learn what's not current. You have to learn what exactly does this crowd want to hear. Like every time you go into a setting and you have to play, you have to know your crowd. That's the first thing I do. I scan the room. Okay, do I have older folks here? Do I have the young little scrappy little pick-me's we have nowadays who just want to hear dancehall all day? Do I have a mix?
Or rap if you're in New York or
yeah,
the US.
Because in certain places you only play certain things.
Yeah, but even in that, the type of rap that you play in New York. So New York is literally the birthplace of rap. So you can't necessarily just go there and play any type of rap. If you play, you gotta kick it off with some New York artists. And if you don't necessarily know who your New York artists are.
But see, I think that's everywhere too, because when I was in Florida a few weeks ago, well, you know, in the States, they only play top 40 pretty much on every station. So you'll be hearing the same song over and over. But the majority of their artists who they're playing are local Floridian artists.
Yep.
And these are hype people. So they have a few of those, you know. Kodak, you know, he just came out of jail and he has a whole lot of new songs out and stuff like that. So that's another thing too. But all of this is preparing for your set. Because like if someone wanted to hire both of us to say, hey, we have an event in New York. We want you two to come and play a set together for an hour. Knowing the type of person he is and the type of person I am, we can sit down together at least for weeks. Or if we have weeks, we'll sit down for weeks. Or if they give us 2 weeks or 2 days, we can sit down nonstop for them 2 days and be researching. We figuring out, hey, they're seeing hype over there. We ain't fooling with that. Let's stray away from that, or let's go more into this, or let's look at that. But people don't take the time out to do that.
But keep in mind now, when people are hiring you, they're hiring you based off of your repertoire and what you've already done and what you're capable of doing. So
yeah.
So while you wanna cater your crowd to the audience that you're going to play for, you also have to stick with your uniqueness.
What they're used to you being.
Exactly.
But that still takes research, mainly because yes, they are hiring us for what we do here, but at the same time, you want to bring a little bit of that and what they want.
Yeah, a little bit of
them. You want to mix the two. Find that
because we have some mixes like what we play here with really hype, but I wouldn't play that in the States. I wouldn't play it if I go.
I would play it in the States, but it's just this.
No, I mean I would add more of their flavor. Let me know if I wouldn't play it. I would stick to me, but a lot of the songs that are really hype here are not a lot of the songs that are hype away.
Understood, but
and a lot of the songs that are hype there, you can't even introduce hair yet.
And then you still have to figure out where you are.
Yeah,
because if you're
like where do you fall in this equation?
The songs that you play in the South are different from the songs that you play in the dirty South, and there's two different Souths. Okay, then the songs that you play in VA DMV is different from what you would play in New York, upstate New York.
Yeah, everybody has their own flavor and sound.
Kansas, and you got Chicago, Detroit. All of those sounds are different sounds. So you have to know. You have to know where you're playing and who you're playing for.
You gotta know where you're going.
One of the things that I've learned playing, timing is everything when you're DJing. For example, if you can play a song at the beginning of the night, let's say around 9-10 o'clock. If you'd waited to play that song at a better time, like let's say around 12, 1 o'clock, you get a better response. So I don't think it's necessarily the song, but it's just the time that you decide to play these songs. No, you don't.
Yes, anyway. This dude is a hater because he got these muscles.
Anyway.
Tick like dumpling.
The stringy ones. Anyway, right?
See? Hater.
So yeah, timing is everything when it comes to music. So song selection, basically.
Yeah, because that's like, I'm not going to name the place. There's a particular place over here that I've hung out a few times. And the guy, he has a broad knowledge of different types of music. He knows his music. I'm going to give him that. But his execution, like, it's be like, dude, what are you doing? Like, I don't understand if someone has told him. I sent you a link on WhatsApp. If someone has tried to tell him and he just doesn't want to listen because he think he has the crowd. But I guess as a DJ now, because even one of my sisters, she comes to a lot of my DJ events, and it's actually so crazy now that she can go to an event and hear a DJ playing, and she'd be like, "Oh, what is he doing?" And I'd be like, "Girl, you've been around me too long." So because you kind of have acquired a skill, you've learned that skill set, you know what to listen to, you know when to drop a song, you know when to blend it, you know when to talk it in. It's like when you go out sometimes it's hard because I can't enjoy myself because even though the music is good, it's like, dude, what are you doing? Like, I'm not trying to say I'm a professional or I'm all hail mighty. No, I'm not. Because every time I DJ, I learn. Every time I go out and watch people play, I learn. That's the whole point of it. But my thing is, if it's something that you love to do, build your skill set. And the best way to do that is to start at home. Right. Start with those long hour sessions and record everything. That's what these two always tell me, and I always forget. But record everything, and then you sit down when you have free time and you play that back. That's where you can hear where your mistakes were. You can hear where, hey, if I had played this out in a crowd, this is where I would have lost the crowd, or this is the part where I really got the crowd hyped up. So it's almost like you're kind of teaching yourself a skill that's already out there in the world. So it's not hard, you know. It's just that if it's something that you love, you have to take the time and the energy to build on it.
Now, is there one thing that you wish somebody had told you when you first started? Like, what is the one thing that you've learned over the course of your DJing career that you wish somebody had told you when you first started?
Don't get too cocky too quickly. Cause whoa, like when I first started, you'd be nervous because you're just learning a new skill set. But like I had a few events where I did like really good. The crowd feedback was good. And then I had this one event where I was like ready to just throw myself off the stage because I could not grab the crowd. I would maybe grab a few people and then it'll be like, everybody's like, what is she doing? And I feel like I allowed the fact that I had those first few gigs that were so good that I got a little bit comfortable in it. And from this day, I've never practiced that ever again. I sit there, I try to pay attention to everybody. I see, okay, this crowd isn't really feeling this type of music. These set might like it, these set might not. But that's when you have to just be like open up to new things. You have to be able to take criticism. That's why like a lot of events that we do and we've been doing for years, we go to support that other person. No, we're not going to DJ. We're not going to get paid for it. We go in to support them, to let them know, hey, this is something that you could work on, or this is really, really good. And you have to be able to take that criticism. I think that's the only way you could get better.
For me, it's music knowledge. Not just the top 40 or not just what's coming out now. Know what song you're playing. Know if it's a sample. Know like where these songs originate. Like just learn the music.
Stop downloading from YouTube.
Learn the music.
No.
Yeah, learn the music. Pay for your music.
I used to do that. That's what I'm saying.
And learn the music. Pay for the music.
Yeah.
And what else?
It sounds good when you download
And
it.
you get what you pay for. Get a good computer. You
People don't
get
like to invest in
what
themselves.
you pay for. Save up and pay for something that makes sense.
All right. Now, let's talk music. 'Cause this is it. I get you a drink. Don't worry.
Yeah, I need another. She little empty.
Cosmo, what you doing? Water or shot?
I'm thinking.
Okay, you're thinking, so you ain't drinking.
No,
We need to do a happy independence shot. And by the way, Mr. Prime Minister, I don't appreciate that we didn't have any fireworks, COVID or not. You still gonna play that on TV? Thank you. Just had to throw that out there.
All right, so we're gonna talk about music now. And since you're talking about the Bahamas, anyway. So, who are some of the artists to watch out for in 2021?
Locally or
It doesn't matter, just in general. Like, who are some of the artists that you've heard in the last few months of just collecting music and hearing new records? Who are some of the artists that you feel that yeah, look out for this person. This person is going to be something special.
Mooski. He's one of the few.
him and Young Blue.
Yeah, he's one of the few that I've been listening to that. And Maury. Maury is really good.
Quicksand.
Not even Quicksand. He has a
I just my
few
favorite
songs.
song. Can I have my favorite song?
You can have your favorite song, but he has a few of them, and I'm like, yeah.
Young Blue too, though. Did you know that he actually has been singing from like 2008? The other day when I was downloading some of his music, I just was like, I wonder how long he's been singing, and I downloaded some songs now. You can tell that he's grown. But like right now he's hot, but he has had music around for a while. But those would be on my list. So Polo G too. Polo G is pretty hype right now.
TJ is really good right. He's
Call
big
him
right
up,
now. Who else?
I feel like Shazam.
I know he's been out for some time. I know they've been out for some time. But Cranium. Right now, Cranium, Dexter, and Governor. She's old. They ain't missing. They're missing.
She's like, I don't know.
Gubby.
You can tell, where we fall on these things. Yeah.
Oh,
Soca wise,
I've fallen off with Soca. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna pick it up though.
my boy Turner.
you just like Turner
Turner
voice.
just-
Everything is Turner based.
Turner just.
Turner and Jazzy Jeff, please.
I'm a
Could
man.
y'all just give a shout out to this young man, please? I think we all would appreciate
Who
it.
loves the party? Hey, Turner.
Jesus.
Turner's my boy.
Right.
Who else?
But you know, I gotta pick up my
Patrice.
female. Like, Joseph's gonna say, you gotta go there. Oh, Patrice, I just want you to know, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you.
Shancio.
So,
Shancio. We in together.
You see how they do that? You see how they do it?
Nobody
You see how they do
talking.
it?
So,
on the local front.
She might be pregnant with Drake. She don't want you.
Oh gosh.
oh, she ain't pregnant by Drake. Let's kill her right now. She is not.
Look,
She
look
is
at his
not
face.
having a
Look at
child
his face.
for Drake. All right.
They
On the
say it is a
local
plot.
front,
I think it's a plot.
Who are some of the artists you like to hear more of?
Jesus Christ. J. Cole, please drop.
I said local.
He said local.
And
Okay.
J. Cole dropped an album and he got a new single out. Just played it yesterday.
I know, but I'm just saying we don't need we need to collab with Kendrick. Okay, you've been doing this basketball thing and it's good. We love it, but I'm just saying like collab Kendrick. Okay, Sleepy Lex is someone I want to actually
Me
listen
too.
to.
I would like to hear more.
I will hear more from Sleepy Lex.
What's the guy with the British accent? Who's like dun 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 dun.
You doing what every foreigners do when they come to the DJ booth. Please don't.
You're like, I don't know what the hell he was saying.
Oh, I'm trying to remember his name.
When she remembers, she'll get back.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Jesus.
Sleepy Lex. I'm interested in hearing some more of Ringo's music.
Oh yeah,
Crazy Ringo. I want to hear some more of her stuff. But
Do you like R&B? Because I know you mentioned one R&B artist this whole conversation.
I love R&B, but a lot of artists nowadays don't really make R&B music.
Have you heard Giveon?
Giveon? Yeah,
Oh my gosh. Listen, dude.
I've been caught up on freaking
Heartbreak Anniversary. Oh. Blah, 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 blah.
Listen, you got to get on the wave. But
I just feel like the R&B
It's
of
different now.
2021 is not the same
it's not
as the 1900s.
it's not as soulful.
See, why do we always have to? It's not ever going to be a
No,
comparison.
it's not.
The 90s
But
was it. That's like you saying somebody could compare to Whitney Houston. Never gonna happen.
You know, but
So
trying to compare
we have to
them,
be.
you know,
We have to
but
just go with what we're working with.
okay,
Understood.
so if I'm doing that right, like I love her.
Yes.
I love her.
Giveon.
I can Jasmine Scott can fuck with her.
we can
SZA,
curse because
SZA.
you dropped 2 bombs and
SZA.
I don't know if
SZA, that's
we
her name, right?
cursing now.
SZA.
SZA, yes.
She's
Yeah, I like her.
SZA is
But
good. I'm not taking
she's
anything away from
special.
her, right? It's just to me,
But
the
it's
music
not
don't
like
hit
when
the
you-
same
Exactly.
for me anymore.
I think unless you relate, and see that's the thing. We relate to songs more when it's something that we've been through.
I don't
So-
know, ain't nothing gonna hit like Mary.
Let me ask you a question.
No, but Mary was always
How much-
I get beat up.
how
I
much
get
of the
dumped.
music-
So
much of
if
the
you
music
always
has
used to get
changed,
beat up or dumped, you would always relate to Mary.
But how drastically has the music changed though?
Have you heard?
They're
Okay,
singing
have
about
you
the
heard
same
her
thing.
damage?
They're singing about the same thing.
No.
It's just
Have you heard her damage?
yes, I've heard her
Okay,
damage.
when you think of that song, what is the first thing that comes to your mind?
I have to listen to it.
See?
I would have to listen to it.
The first thing that comes to my mind is sex. Like, automatically, it's like,
I don't know.
But that's
I think
just your
about
mind.
sex with damage. Though.
that's the first song that comes to my mind when
Now,
I hear
I
that
like
song. I
Summer
think about
Walker.
it.
I loved her album that she
She's
dropped last
different
year.
too, though.
And I can't pronounce her name. Junuku.
Janae Aiko.
Oh
Yes,
my gosh, girl, what is drinking message?
And look, I will put out a disclaimer. I've been playing her records. I love all her.
I love the
her
collab with her
records.
and Big Sean
What about
too.
Mahalia?
I love the song, the
That
collab with her and Big
was really
Sean.
powerful because they were smashing.
Yeah, they were together, but anyway.
What about Mahalia? Or Mahalia? I don't know if she pronounces it.
You mean Mahalia Jackson?
No,
I'm like, damn, I ain't heard no.
she's a new R&B artist. She's been up for a few years, but she hasn't
Okay.
really hit songs like with Ella May right now. What
Okay,
you
okay.
did. I'm sure if you hear it, you'll know
Right.
what.
Yeah,
what
but
I'm referring
again,
But see, I'm not an
I
R&B
like-
chick. Like when we talk music, like I can do hip hop, dancehall, soca. I don't even do reggae. I do hip hop, R&B. I do hip hop, dancehall, soca.
Mhm.
I play R&B. Certain R&B records that like, you give me a Trey record, I'll play that. Give me a Chris record, I'll play that. You know what I mean? Like I fell off of the Usher vibe because Usher just don't give it to me no more. Like,
He's just gone behind the scenes now,
Yeah.
so he ain't really focusing on it.
He ain't really making music like that anymore.
Jason Derulo, I love him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Every other
But-
week he coming up with some
But
stuff, bro.
it depends on who we're talking about and what scene we're in.
Yeah.
Like I can't do no pillow party. Like I do a pillow party. We playing goddamn what is it, Mary and R. Kelly, and I'd be like, if you got 12-year-olds at home, if you're a parent, I need y'all to walk out the room because I'm about to play some R. Kelly.
The
Because this
guy
is all I can do.
who has the session that comes on. The sexy voice guy.
What's that?
Chitande?
No, not Chitande.
Listen,
I'm not
yo.
saying you're going with sexy voice. I'm talking about the other guy, the white guy, not you, Chitande. A lot of our stations broadcast him from here. 94 does it.
Mike Wilson?
No, oh my gosh, he does a late night show like where people call in from all around the world and they send shout outs like if they want to apologize or stuff like that.
Right.
I'm trying to remember, but we used to do that here a while back, but
Yeah.
somebody
but
just stopped.
what happened is, I mean, they don't have the budget to do a 12 late night show. Late nights, the reality is the numbers don't coincide with the expense.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that's one of the biggest problems that we have in our programming in the Bahamas when it comes to programming, because we don't have the budget and or the numbers to facilitate that, which is the reason why more and more smaller countries are streamlining their content so that they can stream online, so that they can capitalize off of that online market. People listen to Trinidad radio that live in New York, that live in Canada, because they have that outlet so that they can do that.
We actually have a fan base in Atlanta, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
It's just two. That's only two places I know personally that people actually.
Yeah, but
watch our live streams.
are they able? Yeah, the live feeds are on social media.
Yeah.
That cuts off most of the music. That because the music has breaks.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the problems that I've gotten from people that were listening from different cities when I was on for the short time, and that's another thing. You have to
Oh, yeah.
you still have to make sure that you have
You're supposed to look
programming. You know what I mean?
What?
But when we talk about music, do you guys think that Bahamian music
Dun dun
is marketable outside of the Bahamas? Because as we start to move forward and we start talking about streamlining our content, can we actually make money off of our native sound?
Yes, I feel like we can.
Okay.
I feel like we don't even appreciate our own music. For the mere fact that you laughed when she said that means that we don't appreciate our own music.
I never said I don't appreciate it.
No.
I just don't feel as though we're marketable.
Why not?
Because, okay, first of all, like we just had a conversation about this.
Mhm.
We have a lot of Bahamian artists, so we have people who want to be artists. As a DJ, I should not have to be messaging you every other day to say, hey, send me your music.
Okay.
Send me your music.
Hold
Send me your songs.
Hold on.
And then when I ask you to send it me, you want to send me it through WhatsApp.
I understand that, but that wasn't the question.
No,
Get
this
the
is what I'm
music-
trying to say. Is this is why we're not marketable, because people have a drive in their head that, hey, I want to be this, I want to be that, but they don't want to put out the energy in order to do that.
Can it be marketable?
What you
Meaning.
you feel as though Rake
meaning-
and Scrape and Junk and the Music could be marketable all over the world? I'm just asking.
We have a team that plays Jonkanu in Washington, a team that plays Jonkanu in.
Yeah,
Well,
but that's
and
like specific event.
it doesn't matter.
It does. Okay, prime example. A DJ Khaled song or a Chris Brown song or a Cranium song or a Dexter Dapp song. You could go anywhere in the world right now, and I could probably bet if there are 30 people in there, at least 3 or 4 of those people in there will know that particular song.
You know
Can
why?
we do that from the Bahamas?
Yes, we can.
Who? Name me one artist here that you could go, just one artist here. I'm not downing our artists. I love artists. I will always pick them up. I'm just saying, but name one artist right now who one song of theirs can play anywhere in the world and somebody will recognize it.
Bahamas.
Oh.
No. I don't want to hear it.
You talking about the old Bahamas though?
No. I don't want to hear it. You asked me to name an artist or group, and I named an
But
artist or
you
group.
be in the team because only
I'm
one
not
song they
being-
would know anyway, and that's Who Let the Dogs Out.
Why?
They can't
Why?
name no other song from the
Why?
Bahamas from Bahamas.
Why?
Can you name another song from Bahamas?
That's not the question.
Just
The question is why?
Because that song was hype at that particular point.
Because of the way that it was marketed.
But I'm asking you now, give me one song. Okay, so besides Bahamas.
First of all, I think 2 years ago, wow, it has been 2 years. Okay.
COVID.
2 years ago in 2019, Second Star,
Sammy stuff?
Second Star, the soca artist. It wasn't Second Star. It was the one who did the song with Patrice Morel.
Male or female?
Male. Anyway, the song that she has with Heavyweight, the guy that did the song with her, right?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He heard Digging in Your Boogie. And he thought it was hilarious. So he did a video with it. That video then went viral. Now, Digging in Your Boogie, and I really hate that I keep saying this word, but Digging in Your Boogie.
She realized she's in the Bahamas, right?
Yeah, I know, but,
Well, okay.
but we have to remember
This is global though.
Yeah, explain to them what it means though. So
Okay,
they
so
will,
I'm gonna
yeah.
explain. So Digging in Your Boogie. I'm not
She doesn't like to say that.
So anyway, the song itself, it ended up going viral. Now that song, I think D-Mac made that song in 2010, maybe 2000.
Now, D-Mac is one person who I think was.
Now you cherry picking.
No,
Stop.
I'm
Stop.
cherry picking because
Stop.
I
Stop.
wasn't thinking about the whole broad spectrum. I was thinking
And that's
about
my
our
point.
up to set now.
No, that's my point.
Dude,
You making a general
So
statement.
I'm now agreeing with some things. Could he get off of my back?
No,
So
I'm
the
not
song
going
was, the
to.
song was done. I think the song is almost 10
I think it was 2012.
10 years old. It's
Yeah.
almost 10 years old.
Mhm.
So it was discovered, it was rediscovered, and it went viral in 2019. Because all of a sudden everybody put it on the TikTok, they had it on the Instagram, and people were
Why they never send me that? I didn't know that.
yeah, it was a big thing. Like even Team Soca had it on their thing, right? And then it was like, yes, this is all boy D-Mac from, and it was like everybody's like, oh, boom, 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 right? And then they played the Garland song.
Mm-hmm.
So digging in your boogie means basically you're wasting time. You're sitting there digging in your ass. That's what digging in your boogie. Boogie
It's the
is
second time she
the,
cussed.
the equivalent.
Third.
No, ass is
Oh,
not
third.
ass is not a curse.
In America, here
No,
it
it's
still
not.
is.
You can say a curse.
We don't do ass over here.
Oh, well, you can say ass on
There's
the
black
radio.
that's still here. In
Oh.
the States, yeah, they could.
So anyway, so basically, bungie is the equivalent of ass. So the song is called "Digging in Your Bungie." Now, I can see how that might not be marketable. You can imagine if you
It doesn't
you can imagine if you had a rap song that's like digging in my bungie, digging in my bungie.
You have
digging
worse
in my
rap
ass.
songs.
No,
But
I know, I know.
my point is, it wasn't marketable back then. It wasn't
Again,
probably
it's time.
marketed back then.
Because a lot of the
Nowadays-
songs that we're listening to right now, they were made 3-4. Think about it. Pop Smoke have a new album coming out, right? That album is made up of all of the joints that never made the first album.
Mhm.
He's dead.
But there's another song
Again.
that's out now too that's been #1 for the last 7 or 8 weeks, and this song was made in 2012, and it's an American song. And I was shocked when I saw the date because I was trying to figure out, okay, this came out in 2020
I
and
honestly
2021.
feel like y'all still running from the whole question. The question was Bahamian
But
music.
you agreed.
The question was,
She agreed, and I sort of disagreed.
can
And
y'all
then
stop
agreed.
cutting me off,
No,
please?
go ahead, 'cause
Can you
this
please
man let
stop
the man
cutting me
talk.
off?
BRB. I'm gonna listen though.
So
You got the flow.
the whole question was,
Come over.
can Bahamian music be marketable?
Right.
Yes, it can be marketable. The issue is that no one really knows it, and Bahamians don't really appreciate it outside of the Bahamas. Bahamians only really listen to Bahamian music once they're here. And sometimes when they're away from Bahamian culture, they enjoy it and appreciate it, but they don't necessarily express it that much.
I think that all right. So
And I'm talking about traditional Bahamian music, rake and scrape.
Let me preface this. I didn't grow up in the Bahamas,
Mm-hmm.
right? But I do remember living in Canada and living in New York. That when we got records from the Bahamas, they were like KBs and the Gino D's and stuff like
Mhm.
that. And in that era, the Bahamas Tourist Office was actually doing a lot to market that product. But this was the era of CDs, cassettes, and stuff like that. In the digital era, I don't think that the Bahamian government has figured out a way to kind of marry the two things together. Because back then they were giving out CDs and stuff because they wanted people to hear Jungle New.
Understood.
Now we don't have that.
I don't understood, but I don't think it's the Bahamian government's job.
I'm not saying it is, but I'm just saying that was
I'm gonna change my stance here.
That was the vehicle that they had at that time. Since then, the only way that you get Bahamian
You in the
music,
shot? What happened?
You too close
Jesus
to me.
Christ, man!
she don't want to be closer. She want to be
Go
close. We
along.
together, but we ain't really together.
Jeez, man!
I'm gonna change my stance if I can. Can I?
No,
May I?
no.
Come on, can I? Okay. I had a little thought just now, right? When I was mixing my next drink. And it came to me.
Yeah,
That.
just like that, Jen.
Just like that. Don't worry about that. One of the reasons, okay, I agree that we can be marketable, right? But I feel as though we're not putting our best foot forward as a whole to make it marketable.
That I agree with.
I say that in the sense of, from the artist's point of view, I don't feel like they're doing their part in the sense of trying to get their music out there and trying to get it played. And then as a DJ, I feel like we're not doing our part because, it came to me. I DJed to a party. This is before COVID, like 2 years ago in Florida with DJ Gang Lee, right? And I played was a little boy Trey? Was
Bahamian Trade.
Bahamian Trade.
Mother Like Me.
Right.
And when I played that song, like I literally just remembered the reaction of people, and they were looking at me like, "Whoa, like what the hell is that?"
Right. And that's the same.
So
that's the same expression that I get all the time when I play at different places in Atlanta because people are like they like the music, and these are not Bahamians. These are people but they hire me because I'm from the Bahamas.
Mm-hmm. Now I ask you a question, right? How many Bahamian DJs that go over play Bahamian music?
That's the next question.
That's what I was gonna say. We have to push it.
How much?
That's actually the next question.
We really have to push it.
I could guarantee you, all of the DJs that go over here, not one play Bahamian music. They play dancehall before they play Bahamian music.
I bet you at
they play soca
Bahamian All Stars, they probably did play it though, but that's only because it was named Bahamian All Stars. Oh, they don't? Oh, wow.
I can tell you.
Bahamian All Stars means Bahamian DJs from
So you're telling me they slide one little Kino, KB or one little Gino D or something in there?
We've had Bahamian DJs play, and I'm gonna tell you like this, and not to take anything away from anybody's shine, but I've seen artists get put on major stages, and the most embarrassing thing in the world is that you're coming to represent the Bahamas. You are the flag carrier for the Bahamas at that moment on that particular stage. And it's embarrassing that a Trinidadian or a Virgin Island DJ will play a Bahamian record before you do. I've seen situations where Eternal Vibes or Steven will play a Bahamian record before an artist that's flying in from the Bahamas will play a record, which is the most important, which is one of the reasons why I say, as the B Team DJs, as a DJ collaborative, it's imperative that you stay true to who you are and you infuse whatever it is, whatever sound that you come from, because that's what makes you different. The only reason and this is me not even having any real skills, the only reason I was getting paid to go and play in places in Atlanta was because they knew I was from the Bahamas and they saw me traveling back and forth to the Bahamas. So they assumed that I could play the music.
Yeah, you got
I played the Bahamian music and they freaking lost their mind. And this was American people. So you have to understand that that's what makes you more valuable. They were willing to pay me $300 more than the other DJ because I had something different. Mm-hmm. And you have to understand that in itself makes you marketable. So we have to as Bahamian DJs, we have to make sure that we're getting we're playing the music when we go on these larger platforms, because that's what drives back the traffic to the island. Because people travel because of music. If I hear jab music, I want to go to Grenada because I just love the vibe that it gives me. You know, you want to go to Barbados because you love the vibe that it gives you. Same thing with the conference, stuff like that. People go to these places. They don't care what's going on in these places. How many people go to Jamaica? I mean, we know the state of Jamaica, but people go to Jamaica because of Shaggy and Sean Paul. They see Spice on Love and Hip Hop, and they're like, I want to go to Jamaica.
And I feel like Jamaicans are
Jamaica.
very proud people. They're very proud people, and they, no matter where they go, they stay representing Jamaica.
On the moon, you find a Jamaica. Oh Lord,
Bahamians aren't. I don't think Bahamians are like that. A Bahamian go to the U.S. and it's a running joke. They come back with an accent. They go for 2 weeks and come back with an accent. Right. Like, how?
I don't think. Child, listen to me. I went away a few weeks ago. I had to repeat myself. You know, like, okay, when you get comfortable with speaking with someone because you already have that dialect. When you go over there, because you're now around other Americans, you have to slow it down a bit. You have to pronunciate your words, you know, cross your T's and dot your I's. That's just because of the fact that we cut a lot of things from our words. Even some of the words we say here doesn't mean the same thing in the States.
Yeah, we speak broken English.
Like, while I was there, I didn't lose my Bahamian accent, you know, but it's starting to get infuriating because I had to keep repeating myself. I had to get to the point and just say, you know what? Let me get out of this Bahamian mind in my brain right now, and let me just flat out say everything correctly, speak properly, cross my T's and dot my I's, and be like, hey guys, you guys want to go do this? Instead of, wait, what are we going to do? Like, something as simple as that, they'll be like, what? Wait, what did you just say? And it just got to the point where I'm like, Jesus, like, this is annoying, bro.
I went to school in the States, and I had one of those moments, but
I had those a lot.
Where'd you
go to school?
Bethune Cookman.
In Florida.
In Florida, yeah.
I went to Oklahoma.
Okay.
Big difference. That's a whole country state. How you probably had that one moment, I had maybe about 50 million of those moments.
Because there's less melanin in Oklahoma.
And for that too.
Yeah. That is the reason. That's why.
No, but even like the first time I stood up in class, because, you know, they ask everybody to introduce themselves. And for some reason, Americans just love the whole fact that, oh, there's someone from the Bahamas here. Get up, introduce yourself. I talked for like about 2 minutes, and when I was done, everybody was looking at me, and the teacher was like, I don't know if it's just me, but no offense, but did anybody understand what she just said? Like, they literally like, so I had to change everything. Like, I literally had to almost turn into an American for them to understand what I was saying. And then you see how we talk fast? I had to slow that down too.
You didn't have to
speak.
You didn't have to turn into an American. You just had to speak proper English.
No, it ain't that too, because we speak quickly. We have a very strong accent. Like, we really do, and it's heavy.
We speak
I don't hear no
Queen's
accent.
English.
See, you don't hear it. I don't hear it either.
But
everybody else hear it.
Because you've been in the Bahamas long enough to
I know.
understand and realize that.
That's another thing that's make me mad too. It needs to be like, you from Jamaica? No. Why?
That is irritating.
That annoys me.
I don't understand.
Every Bahamian is a Jamaican.
On your head top. I'm sorry. On your head top. My gosh.
I don't know why he does that. Like,
that is
you're in the Bahamas, but you're imitating Jamaicans.
Mon.
I don't like that.
Well, what are some of the challenges that you feel that you face playing for a local crowd?
Being a female.
Why?
Because we do not have a lot of females here that DJ. I would say right now,
like girls.
No, besides that fact. This is the first era that I think we've had the most females, whether you look like a male or not, that have actually been DJing.
Right.
So it's just that, first of all, for some reason, Bahamians have this concept that females just can't DJ. Like, if you're not a dude, like, no, we don't want to hear her. We don't even know who she is. And I didn't, so it's kind of, in a way, it has this nerve-wracking concept in your head, like, oh
Right.
gosh, I really
So
gotta
on
get
top of
this
the
together.
stress of being a DJ, you
Yeah,
also
now I
have to
have
be a
to try
female.
to. I have
You
to
have
try
to
to
earn
get
their
them
respect,
to like
right.
me or earn my respect in a sense of, oh, she actually know what she doing. But with guys, they kind of have it so much easier because, hey, you know,
'Cause they
man
can play
can
anything.
do anything.
But I don't think that.
You don't think that because you're not a
No.
female.
I don't think that because for men, because the pool is so wide, promoters will hire you nowadays because
Based on
you're a
your
female
name.
because you're a female DJ. Because yeah, I've seen one or two
We'll try
events.
that.
When even a female in this past life, because I don't know.
I'm telling you from what I've seen and what I've heard and what I've been asked.
You talking about the fact of these radio DJ females? Because that's the only thing I think you could be referring to.
I have been. Well, didn't I put you on to somebody who only wanted a female DJ?
Yeah, but
Okay,
that was
so that's no. That's a specific.
I
That's a
didn't let me
specific
say what the other
incident.
part was that.
What was the other part? What was the other part?
Because they wanted a female teacher that actually looked like a female. How much of them do
I
we
don't-
have right now?
But I don't understand.
Me, Baby D.
But I think you're missing my point.
That's
My
it?
point is certain events require a certain look.
Yeah, but that's only now. Think about when I first started DJing a few years ago.
Nobody, I can tell
Nobody would hire me by myself. I got hired
She
off
had
of
to get-
other
you.
males.
But I am telling you,
I'm
telling you
like,
what I have
Jesus.
seen
No,
now
I'm
in
not-
this
I'm
day
not-
and
I'm
age.
not- I'm
I
not
am
dis-
saying
I'm
No,
not
we
saying
understand that now, but she's asking me what was the hardest
The
thing.
challenges.
That was my hardest
That's a
challenge,
challenge.
me being a female.
That was her challenge.
That's mine.
I never disagreed with that.
But it's mine. Just let it be mine.
I never disagreed with that. All I am saying, you letting this chin get the head.
No, it ain't.
All I am saying
It's gonna be
is,
stale, man.
all I am saying is, nowadays, like I've seen like certain situations and certain instances, whereas they only want female DJs because their look requires female DJs.
Right.
Like even from when I started, D Supreme, they via cafe downtown, they wanted a male and a female DJ, and that was back in 2015 2016. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not just saying this like happening in this year or
There's
last
only
year or
like
whatever.
2 female DJs then, right?
No, D Supreme, you had Cello was out there, and you also had Baby D. You had a bunch of female DJs. Well,
The cello's
not
not
a
there
bunch, but
yet.
you had a handful of female DJs.
The only female DJs, honestly, I can remember from 2015 time is Baby D and then DJ Fire or
They were
Sapphire.
Sapphire was a hotel DJ.
Yeah, but she still DJed to a lot of certain events. But that was the only 2
And then,
DJs around that time.
What
I
is
can
it, Baby
remember.
Butcher?
Me and Dion, the butcher daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then people, yeah, but
But I'm saying at that time she was.
yeah, that was the only 3 I
Yeah.
think I even heard about around that time. Honestly,
D Supreme has been to Scratch Academy. She came back Scratch
who's
certified.
G Supreme?
She plays for the hotel,
Which hotel?
Atlantis.
Yeah. Again, these are hotel
Google.
DJs. So we're talking, but I understand your position. There are people there are
They
females
only
that are being,
require
Yeah.
that.
G
And
Supreme
again,
DJ?
those are certain circles. But what are some of the challenges that you experience? What are some of the challenges that you experience playing for a local market?
I didn't know she's a DJ though.
Playing for a local market, diversity. Bahamians or the local crowd don't really, a lot of the time, they don't like change that much. So you playing any other genre other than the big 3 or 4, they ain't for it.
Not at all.
Now, in saying that, as a DJ, what are some ideas and genres that you would like to experiment with?
House music, that's one. I would like to have a house party over there, like just house music.
At your house or just
No, when I say house party, I mean a house music party.
house
Just
music
playing-
all night long?
Just playing house music and remixes.
And the lights and
Remixes
all
all straight through, because that's associated with foreign people. With,
that EDM
foreigners.
vibe.
yeah, EDM
Right.
music, just straight through.
Man, that would be
Dancehall EDM
Crazy.
remix and rock EDM remix, just that upbeat all night.
But see, we kind of have this weird thing now. I don't know when last you downloaded some of them, but they have a lot of EDM and house music remixes off of rap songs now.
Yeah.
And stuff like that, right?
I mean, that's
But that's still but it's still something that's really hard to incorporate here. Even if it's a song they know, because the beat in the back of it. No, we ain't talking about the Alanis.
I don't work the Alanis.
I just saying.
For me, it's not anymore.
I don't think it's something that when last we actually play in a club, like because of COVID, it would be hard to incorporate playing a Polo G song right now with an EDM mix in the back, because they could be like, okay, I like this song, but what you doing, bro?
For me, I feel like I could do it. For me, it's easier for me to do.
I'm not saying I cannot do it.
No, when I say for me to do it, I mean it's easier for me to mix that stuff. I love to mix that stuff like that.
But I feel like it's easier for you to play that on the radio, but you can't play that in a club scene.
I'm not talking about on radio. I'm talking about in person. It's easier for me to play a house remake of a rap song than for me to play a house song.
I understand. I don't think you understand what I'm saying. I trying to understand with you is, even if you play a rap song in that house genre, right now it'll probably be easier for someone to jam that out if you play it on the radio. But if you try to play that in the club scene, it's not gonna have the same effect.
And I'm telling you, it has the same effect for me because I've done it before.
And again, this goes with building your brand and building your personality.
I know, but I ain't talking about one little song here and there, man.
Clearly, you need to listen.
Jesus!
I feel like you should listen to my Climax mix.
All right, so what are some of the ideas and genres that you want to experiment with, Rude? And what's holding you back?
I ain't saying nothing holding me back. Because I got one mix coming up
Sky's
soon.
not the limit.
We'll whop y'all up. But
there's moon, there's footprints on the moon. Sky can't be the limit. I'm sorry. Space is infinite.
Girlfriend, how do you deal with
You got one person watching Jane on right now. And not one person's me.
I think honestly I need to step out of my comfort zone, because I mean, these that who know me, they know what type of music I would like to play, and they know what type of music I don't like to play. But trying to get back into the mix of everything now, I need to really step in the dancehall arena. And it's like, you know what your comfort zone is. Like, you asked me to play pop, rap, old reggae, 90s music, 60s, 70s, 80s, I got that. You want me to play the whole dancehall party or reggae party all night? Hi, B-Team DJs, I'm going to need some backup here. So, for me, I think now it's just me trying to step out of my comfort zone. To, as we say, we want to be versatile and want to be able to play at any event. But that's one thing about the B-Team DJs. Honestly, it's like when you get us, you get a package, because you have everybody that's unique in something different. All of us have this specialty of, hey, this is my favorite type of music. So imagine if we had to plan a party and say we had 5 sessions for that party. Each one of us had a set, and we know that we're not going to play the same thing that the other person is going to play. But when last have we actually had a party like that here in this country? Because every DJ will pretty much play almost the same thing the previous DJ just played. Why? Because they know this is a hype song, this is a hot song, but you got hot songs in the 90s. You got hot dancehall songs. You got hot reggae songs. But it's just like, everybody just wants to be known as that, hey, he played this song. This is a song we're in right now. It in, oh, snap. I know the song is so long. Like, I didn't even remember this song. Like, we don't have that. I feel like we don't have that anymore. It's just like, you know what's expected. Like, right now, some of the radio DJs, I could sit there and I never even heard you play before, and I know what song you're going to play next. And I just be like, this is really predictable, bro. But like when Kozmo mixing, honestly, every time he mix, I'd be shocked, because he steps out of that realm. He doesn't play according to everybody else. He plays in his mind, and that's the thing. A lot of DJs don't play out of their mind. They play out of the mindset of what they think everybody wants to hear. That's how come I feel like a lot of them aren't special. Like, if I had to pick DJs to play, it's an event that I'm hosting. Of course, B-Team DJs would be the headliners. But I would pick other DJs who I know isn't just going to give me what I tell them to give me. Right. I want you to challenge me and be like, hey, I got something for you. Like, I'm ready. I coming at you with something that's gonna blow your mind. And I feel like we don't want that anymore. I feel like everybody we're playing the same thing. Like, it's like the States now.
That's the challenge all across the world, not just in the Bahamas, all across the world, because of programming and because of people constantly reiterating this whole narrative that this is what you need to do and this is how you should do it. People aren't being creative.
Yeah.
My question for you guys is, and Rude, you can answer it first and then get ready to set up to play. But what are your strong points and your weak point? What do you think that you need to work on, and what is something that you think that you are almost an expert? Because you can't be an expert.
Okay, I'll say with my strong suit, I have this other DJ friend of mine. Anytime he has to DJ to a party and he knows females are going to be there, he calls me for every single time, because he knows I know how to get the females on the dance floor. And I'm not saying that males cannot do that, but just how, well, back in the day, males played those songs that males wanted to hear. That's when you had like, what's the guy's name who just passed? DMX. Like, you remember in that era, it was, well, that's all you say, that bam, bam, type of music. And nowadays, females don't want to hear that type of stuff. Females can listen to R&B, they can listen to soca, they can listen to rap, but to take it to sitting down there and paying Polo G, most females ain't into that. And even I realized that with the younger set too. They'll blend in it because the guys are dancing or muggling or whatever. But I would say that's my strong suit when it comes to me playing music, because I'm comfortable in that arena. So I don't have to think about what I'm going to play next. It's like it just comes to me just like that. Now, my weaknesses is me not putting in enough time and effort with the practicing or getting mixes out there. And that's something that I'm working on now. And then also sitting down and learning the craft more. Like, I feel like, it's been 2 years since COVID and I took a break. And it feels like almost like I just started out again, because I'm like, damn, what am I going to do next? What am I going to play next? Like, I feel like I have to think it. Whereas this guy here, where he does this every day, like it just clicks. But yeah. But I'm going to go set up, leave it to this guy so he can answer that very interesting question, because I would really love to hear his strong points and weak points.
Right.
Weak points?
I want to hear this. Yeah, take the whole screen.
I'd love for you to tell me your weak points.
My weak points, I would say music knowledge. I need to get back into that arena of learning and just breaking down music again, because I haven't done that in a while, where I actually sit down and broke down, let's say 50 to 60 songs a day, and just like know the ins and outs, the breaks and all of that. Like, a lot of the times I listen to the first part of the song, and that's all I need to really know, because it's just a quick juggle type of thing. That, and then I need to get back on my practicing, because I haven't really done that in a while, mainly because I was so busy. And I think that in the long run, my abilities will suffer for it. But yeah, I think that's it. I need to work on my music knowledge, need to get back up, need to learn more and retain more dancehall, soca. I need to download a lot more pop and house music. And I definitely need to practice more.
All right. So what about your strong suits? Strong points.
Strong point is the drive is still there. So the drive to play and wow the crowd is still there. So I mean, aside from that, I don't know. someone would have to tell me because I don't know after that.
All right, well, that's DJ Kozmo, B Team DJs. Before we